my friends, welcome to my home studio in the beautiful Catskill Mountains in upstate New York, and I'm here doing another tag video. Thank you to Tyler from Simply Fragrances, and this one is vacation fragrances. Okay, so what fragrances would you, I guess it's 10, so what 10 fragrances would you bring with you on vacation? I'm going to do something a little different. I'm not going to pick one place. I'm going to do a European trip. Okay, so I'm going to visit a few different places in Europe, and I'm going to tell you what fragrances I would bring with me or wear in each place I go. My first destination on my European vacation would be the town of Plaka on the Greek island of Milos. And the beautiful sandy beaches, but this beautiful town where the streets are so narrow that you can't even bring a car into town. You have to use a motorbike or a moped. And the restaurants there are stunning. And I would wear, during the day, Dolce & Gabbana light blue owned tents. That's what I would wear. The grapefruit, the orange, the sea notes, the juniper, amberwood, musk. I mean, it's just the perfect scent for a stunning location. That would be my daytime scent. During the evening, I would switch it up. During the evening, we go out maybe to, something near the beach, have some drinks, maybe have some light food, who knows, maybe some dinner, but definitely a lot of drinking with that sea air. And I would switch to Guess 1981 Indigo. Guess 1981 Indigo. And this is a fig coconut scent, but to me it's mostly fig and has some coconut, and the reason is it's kind of like irony, right? Because the Greeks were using figs in ancient times, so I would want that. And I have to tell you, this is a very underrated scent to me. Guess 1981 Indigo is an underrated scent. I don't really hear anyone talking about it, and I'm telling you, this is longevity away from being considered niche quality. I really do. It's such a unique scent. It really is, that I actually believe that it's because it doesn't have a lot of longevity. Spray away, and that's the issue, right? The longevity is not there, but what a wonderful scent this is. Unique. Again, the fig comes through a bit more than the coconut, but you have the hint of coconut, which gives it almost like a boozy sort of scent. So those would be the two scents I would wear for day and evening on the island of Milos, Greece, in the town of Plaka. My next destination would be Portofino in Italy on the Italian Riviera. And for that destination, during the day, I would wear Versace Pour Homme. Versace Pour Homme. And again, this is a great daytime, to me, sunny fragrance. Lemon, neroli, bergamot, some rose. Of course, the middle notes are geranium and cedar, but it dries down to a tonka, musk, and amber. This is a wonderful daytime scent, and I think it's a perfect location for it. So that's my daytime scent for Portofino. Evening scent, I feel like in Portofino, my wife and I would really go out and drink quite a bit, have a good time. And so my evening dinner and then drinks scent would be Roja Creation E, or what some people call Enigma, which is what it was originally known as. And this is the perfect evening scent, and I think this is the perfect location for it. It has jasmine, neroli, the rose, geranium, but the base notes are cognac, vanilla, tobacco. I mean, it's just such a great scent for this location. And I think that would get us through the night. I'd be smelling sexy and divine for my wife. So that would be the evening scent. However, I'm actually adding a third scent to this location because the next morning, maybe not, have a hangover, I don't know, but you wake up and you know what, we go to brunch the next day. So the next day we wake up and go to brunch, and For me, there's a scent, a fragrance that I've always felt is the perfect brunch scent, no matter where you are. I mean, no matter where you are. And so this would be my brunch scent throughout the trip. And the reason for this brunch scent is that it is the most non-offensive scent, in my opinion, one of the most non-offensive fragrances in the world. As a matter of fact, this is a scent where if you wore it every day, people would say, wow, he always smells great. However, it's not an exceptional scent, right? So it's not something where people will go, wow, he smells amazing. Wow, he smells sexy. It's not a sexy scent, but it is such a non-offensive and such a pleasant scent. You know how you have that hangover and sometimes you just don't want to smell what you're wearing the night before? You also don't want something that will conflict with the food you're about to eat for brunch. So anyway, what I'm talking about is Dolce & Gabbana Intenso. Dolce & Gabbana Intenso. This scent is such a pleasant... So the top of this scent, they say, is lavender, some water notes, basil, marigold, geranium. However, I'm telling you, I don't care what it says, there is a lemon at the top of the scent. However, not a fresh lemon, but not a candied lemon. It's a really, really nice, it's almost like a lemon meringue. This has a lemon meringue sort of scent, and it's so pleasant. Now, it says that the middle notes are tobacco, hay, and there's some fruity notes, which maybe that is what I'm smelling as far as the lemon, and some bran. I smell, the hay and the basil and all of that just gives this such a pleasant, I mean, this is it's a wonderful, wonderful smell. It really is, but it's not going to knock your socks off. It's that smell where everyone around you would go, he smells nice. He always smells nice. So that's why it's the perfect brunch scent. It says this dries down to a sandalwood, a musk, an amber. Let me just say, I've worn this a million times. I've never smelled tobacco in it. It's never really dried down to a sandalwood or a musk for me. It always keeps that super pleasant fragrance all the way through for me. That lemon meringue, the basil for sure, the lavender. Maybe a little hay gives it that, keeps it from being too sweet. This is such a great scent for brunch. And I don't know why, but the day I bought this, I'm like, this is like the quintessential brunch scent. This is something everyone should have for that next day after drinking, right? Because no one wants to be blown away with some really strong scent. No one wants to, because everyone's got that on the edge, right? You go out, you have some coffee, you have some brunch, maybe you have a Bloody Mary, I don't know, but you don't want anything that's going to really turn your stomach. And different scents can do that, right? I mean, even something pleasant can make you go, oh, it's too much. This will never be like that. This is such a nice, really, really pleasant scent. So those are my scents, my fragrances for Portofino. My next European location would be the French Riviera or the Côte d'Azur. And for this location, during the day, I would wear, if I had a signature scent, if I had one, this would be it, because I think I wear this the most. I would wear Roja Elysium. I would wear Roja Elysium. I think it would be great I really do think it would be great for the French Riviera during the day. Maybe go out in a boat. I don't know, but the streets I always see as being sunny. And so that would be my daytime scent for that. Nighttime scent. Maybe go out, have some dinner, have a couple drinks. Would be Guerlain's Santal Royale. Okay, has a little bit more of a musky, starts off sweet, but has a little bit of a musky sort of dry down. And that, I don't know how many of you have worn or know what Santal Royale is. By the way, this is the Santal Royale from the L'Absolute d'Orient collection. And it has top notes are jasmine, neroli, middle, rose, cinnamon, peach. But then the base notes are an agarwood, so an oud, sandalwood, leather, amber, musk. This is just a majestic scent. I guess maybe why it's Santal Royale. But this is the scent I would wear, the French Riviera, in the evening. So those are the two scents. Again, Elysium during the day and Santal Royale in the evening. My next location would be Paris, France. And in Paris, France, first thing I would do, first day, I will go, my favorite writer of all time is Henry Miller, who spent time in France, wrote his greatest book, in my opinion, Tropic of Cancer, in Paris in the mid to late 20s, I believe. And I would take the Henry Miller tour. There's a Henry Miller tour in Paris. And when I did that, I would wear Dior Homme Intense. That would be my daytime fragrance. And after the tour, I'd go back to the hotel, take a shower, and I would put on something that is completely not close to that scent. And I think the Parisians could take this because I think this is a unique scent. I think it's a bit strong, and you have to be careful, I believe, where you wear this. But I would then, for evening, put on Late and Exclusive. Okay, Parfums de Marly, Late and Exclusive. That would be what I would wear in the evening in Paris, France. So, again, Dior Homme Intense for daytime and Late and Exclusive for evening in Paris, France. My last destination on this European whirlwind tour would be London, England. It's my, I've always wanted to go to London, haven't been there, and so I will go to London, and my daytime scent, which you might think this is a strange one for a daytime scent, but my daytime scent for London, England, because I see it as being rainy, so I almost feel like you can get away with two somewhat evening fragrances, right? So my first scent would be Date, and I only have this right now, but I am buying Date by Fragrance One, so Jeremy Fragrances fragrance Date for Men. I'm buying it this week. From Ryan, he has a 50 ml. And so I would wear Date for Men during the day in London, England, and when the evening came around, I think you'd wear the same fragrance. I could keep Date going. If I didn't go back to the hotel and take a shower, I would just wear Date throughout the night. I think that's something you could wear. I think that's I've been wearing that for the last couple of days, and I have to tell you, I think it's I should do a full review on it, but I think first of all, it's a wonderful fragrance. It really is. But I think you can wear it anytime, anywhere. I think it's very diverse. But anyway, so let's say I went back to the hotel, and if you notice, I didn't have 10 fragrances. I actually added 11. I added my brunch fragrance as like an optional 11th fragrance. Okay, so here's my 10th or 11th, if you're counting. Evening in London. Bentley Intense. I think it's the perfect fragrance for a London evening. So there are my 10 fragrances with my bonus 11th brunch fragrance, which was Intenso by Dolce & Gabbana. So those are my fragrances. And again, I really want to thank Tyler for tagging me again. I love these tag videos. It gives me a direction to go. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, I don't know who hasn't been tagged by this, because I have to tell you, I was hoping to get tagged with this video. I've been watching people do it, and I'm like, is someone going to tag me on this? I want to do this. I don't want to just do it without being tagged, because then I'm like, oh, look at this guy just doing the tag video without being tagged. So I was waiting. I'm like, someone tag me on this. This seems like an awesome idea for a video. So I don't know who to tag, because I think everyone else has done it. I might be the last to do it. So thank you, Tyler, for tagging me on this. I was super excited to do it. I couldn't wait. I put a lot of thought into this, as you can see, because I've been waiting to be tagged. I've been thinking about it. Where would I go? What would I wear? So I want to thank you very much. So awesome. Those are my fragrances. I want to thank you very much. And you guys are awesome. And if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead, hit that subscribe button if you liked what you saw. If you didn't, that's cool too. But we out.